Welcome back to Pork Chops, Rice, and Peaches. I'm Noah.
I'm Richard.
And we're back with our second entry into our Studio Ghibli adventure, which neither of us have watched any Studio Ghibli movies before. I'm more familiar just because of the groups I hang around with.
Sure.
But I've never actually watched any of these except for the two that we have watched now. Today we are talking about... Oh yeah, sorry. We're going in order from least traumatic to most traumatic. So for everyone who is eagerly waiting for the Grave of the Fireflies video, hit that subscribe button now because it's going to be a minute. You don't want to be notified when it comes out.
I saw the list. The list
is huge.
The list is huge.
The list is huge. There's like 20 some odd films.
It's a prolific studio.
Yes, and just based off of the two that I've seen so far, I can see why
What are we going in
today
in a particular order?
Yeah, least traumatic to most traumatic.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't. Yeah, you just said no. I didn't ask the question the right way. Is there production-wise? Are these the earlier ones, or is this just all out of?
Nope, it's all out of order.
Gotcha.
So I think we're probably going to see some ones that are going to be like newer animation, and then some.
So that's what I was wondering: is are we going to see the slow development of the animation? That was the.
No, I think we're going to bounce around.
All
Around.
right.
All right.
Sounds good.
So,
Kiki's delivery service
is what we're doing today.
I had no idea what to expect going into this movie.
I honestly didn't either. This is one that I had heard of, and I knew nothing. I didn't even know it was about a witch. I had no idea going into this.
Actually, you did.
Did I?
You did, because
a
couple months ago you suggested that we do this as part of the Halloween run.
Okay, before I suggested it for Pork Chops, because I had heard of it in like the past few years.
Right.
And my wife is a huge Ghibli fan. She grew up watching these movies.
Gotcha.
And she had talked about Kiki's. And until I saw it on HBO Max, which is where I'm figured out has most of these.
Oh, yeah.
I also have a lot of Godzilla films as well, which I'm like, yes, let's go.
So
I'm having fun.
Let's
But I didn't know that it was about a witch until I clicked on it to read the description. I was like, oh yeah, Studio Ghibli, we need to keep doing those. And then I saw it and I was like, oh wait, this is about a witch. We should do this in Halloween month.
Yes.
And then we did Scanners instead.
Yes. And then still managed to fit this one in. It's October, right?
Well, it won't be October when it comes out.
It was October, back when we filmed
we filmed this.
Yeah. So what'd you think?
I like it. It was cute. It was funny.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of laughing my butt off the entire time. This was really amusing. And I enjoyed it. And you know what the big surprise was at the end of this?
What?
I walked away wishing, and I don't know if there is, but like, I want to see a sequel.
Oh my goodness!
I want to see a follow-up. Just a follow-up. You know? When you get, I don't know, it's interesting seeing a standalone movie that makes you really, really want to go watch a follow-up. I've watched a lot of standalone movies recently, and I'm like, this is good. This is good. I don't need anything. This one made me like, I would enjoy watching further adventures of this character.
I'm wasn't expecting this as the opening salvo, but let's go down this rabbit hole for just let's go down this for a little bit. First of all, did I understand the plot correctly that these witches, when they hit age 13, they go away for a year to establish themselves? Do they go home, or is this leaving home for good?
I had to ask my wife this.
All right.
To the best of what she understood as well, obviously. I'm not quite sure about it. From what I understand, from my understanding, they leave home at age 13 to go train for a year to figure out what they're good at. And they need to go find a town. If there's already a witch there, they can't stay there. They have to go to a different town. And then once that year is up, they can kind of do whatever they want at that point. They could go home, they could stay there, they could travel, they might So, like, after a year, she might go visit her parents, but she apparently really liked the city, so she might stay there.
So when she was flying initially, she met that witch that said, "In a couple days, my year is done."
Yeah.
And I got the feeling that it was the witch's time to return home. And so I wasn't certain if that was an absolute or it's very open ended.
It's very open ended.
Okay,
so that was my best understanding, but I think you got the majority of it.
With that in mind, then here's my question for you: if you wanted to see a sequel, would you want to see a sequel? Kiki at the end of her first year, Kiki as a teenager, Kiki as an adult, Kiki as a mom.
Any.
Really?
I don't care. I don't care what it is. I found the characters were entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
And the movie as a whole is so low. I'm saying low stakes in context / that it's a G-rated children's movie.
Sure.
All right. No one was going to die in this movie.
Right.
It was very obvious from the tone of the movie.
Yes.
You know, there's a recreation of the Hindenburg disaster, and no one dies. So it's like, okay, we know what the tone is. So it's lighthearted enough that honestly it could be anything. Like it could be a continuation where she has to do a very long journey. For a delivery. It's one delivery, and she delivers it like across a country.
Gotcha.
And I think that would be just as entertaining as anything else. I walked away from this movie going, I wish there was more. Like, I kind of just wanted to see more. I liked the characters enough that it's like, it scratched that slice of life itch that I always have.
Okay.
And I was like, this is really, really fun to watch. It's just cute.
Gotcha. No, I understand.
Just like, okay,
I understand.
I could do with more. I don't think they do sequels at Ghibli, but like, even if it was like a 5-minute short of her as an adult,
that could be fun.
I think that could be cute.
Yep.
You know, I think that could be fun.
So, did you watch the OG or did you watch the English dub? That's always the thing. We have that question every time we do one of these.
I went on HBO and I clicked on it, and HBO has this dumb thing where they have 2 different entries for these movies, Ghibli movies.
Okay.
They have one in English, and then they have a separate Japanese audio list.
Okay.
Side by side. It's not like Amazon or Netflix where you go in and you press the audio options and you can change it to Japanese.
Okay.
You have to go type in Kiki's delivery service and then scroll over to the one that says Japanese audio and click on that. So I clicked on it the first time, not realizing this, going, where's the Japanese dub? I know HBO Max has the Japanese dub.
Okay.
And my wife is like, just watch it in English. This is how I watched it as a kid.
So you got the...
I went, no! I backed out. I searched for it again, and I found it in the Japanese.
Okay.
And she was like, oh, this is the first time I'm watching it in Japanese.
All right, cool.
It took me like 30 extra seconds to find it.
Now, interestingly enough, at our house, we start it, and Mama Peaches says, oh, I don't have to, and I knew what she was going to say, I don't have to read subtitles, do I? And I said, no, this is the Kirsten Dunst English, the English dub. She's like, oh, okay. And then we're...
Didn't you watch Totoro in dub? In Japanese? I think you said you watched Totoro in Japanese with Mama Peaches.
I don't remember.
I think you did.
No, I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
No, because we talked about the English voice actors.
Oh, okay.
But we were watching, and pretty soon your mom, she was, who's voicing the cat? I know that voice. Who's voicing the cat?
Yeah.
And I didn't recognize the voice at all. Phil Hartman, if you haven't seen it. And I was really surprised. But that is not the first time she's picked Phil Hartman's voice out of a cartoon. There's something about his voice that sticks with him.
It's funny because it was really funny because in the first scene where Jiji, the cat, is talking, my wife had no idea that it was supposed to be Jiji because the Japanese is what sounds like a woman voicing a male cat.
Oh, okay.
It's a much higher pitched voice.
Why?
She was like, she had whiplash because she's like, Jiji has a husky voice in the English dub. What?
So, okay, I thought the fact that she had this black cat that she could talk to was just the cutest thing in the world.
Oh, it was adorable. Jiji was adorable.
Jiji was great. And then I understand the whole plot line that when she loses her confidence, she loses the ability to hear him.
Yes.
I was so disappointed
that he didn't say anything after?
Yeah, that was permanent.
Yeah.
I was grossly disappointed.
I'm hoping it wasn't permanent and they just forgot to record lines for it, so they just stuck lines in it.
I researched it.
Is it supposed to be permanent?
It is supposed to be permanent.
That's so sad.
Why? Because we kind of made the assumption that her ability to hear the cat was because of her powers as a witch, when really it was the equivalent of her imaginary friend.
Was it really?
And so now this was
sad.
The article that I read said that this was explained by producers of the original movie.
All right.
Okay, so this is not just fan theory.
Okay.
That when she has her crisis of confidence, after she regains her confidence, she has matured to a point where she no longer needs that alter ego to bounce ideas off of, that she's gained so much confidence that this is like Calvin growing up and
well, see, and that's the thing, that the reason why you should never do a follow-up to Calvin and Hobbes is because it ruins the magic of whether Hobbes was real or a stuffed animal in just his imagination.
Well, so I just used
we had this in Totoro.
But
were they real or were they not real?
Right, well, yeah, I know. We had
Dang
that.
it! They did the opposite this time.
And I was it just because it lost the innocence. And the thing with that is it shows natural growth and development, but part of natural growth and development is losing your childhood innocence. And so they captured it perfectly. But
yeah,
I
they
guess
got it permanently, but there's a sense of loss, and I guess that's intentional because you never get that childhood innocence back. But like, fuck, man.
But isn't there? I mean, look, isn't there? It shows that in all of us, and I guess I would love to be able to have this conversation in 20 years. Right?
Yeah.
I am a little, just a smidgen over twice as old as you, and we are expressing the same desire of just holding on to the innocence of childhood a little bit longer.
It doesn't help that the cat was so entertaining in the movie.
Yeah,
it was so
cat was.
cute.
Yep.
It was cutely animated. Gigi was hilarious.
Yep.
Oh, that cat is so snobby to anything that breathed.
But you know what? so kudos to Studio Ghibli, because they're able to tap into these human truths, present them in the most pastoral way. This was as gentle as Totoro was.
Oh yeah.
It was wonderful. It was beautifully animated.
Oh yeah.
And after Totoro, and after reading some of your comments on Totoro, which I really did appreciate and I took to heart.
They were really good comments
on
Totoro.
Great comments
really
on Totoro.
Good.
And you know, I had brought up the whole issue of
even the "you missed this" comments on Totoro were really nice comments on Totoro, because they weren't like, "Oh, I can't believe you missed this." It was, "Hey, so you missed."
They were,
"Hey, so just to give you some insight."
So nice. They were instructive.
Yeah, they were so nice.
I learned so much from that. But because of those comments, I was able to look at this movie differently. I was probably just a mile or two away coming over here when I realized that I'm so used to I mean, if you pick your childhood cartoon of choice, whether it's a Sunday morning cartoon. Actually, what came to mind was Tom and Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you get 6 minutes of nonstop bashing conflict, and we laugh and we roar and we have a good time and we enjoy it.
Yeah.
But this is the antithesis of that. It's so different from what we are used to. And if you look at our full length motion pictures, the idea of conflict is so much harder.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's introduced so much earlier. And I guess the comment that I had made was something along, we were talking about the lack of conflict in My Neighbor Totoro.
Yeah.
And then a couple of readers pointed out where I missed it. And actually what it is I have to adjust my understanding of that. And so I went through this whole thing and I didn't have that complaint. If this was my first Studio Ghibli movie, I probably would have had that same observation.
Yeah.
But on this one, I was just like, let's go for the ride. Let's see what she's struggling with. Let's see what she's doing.
Because it is like a coming of age story.
Which in itself is conflict.
It is, yes. Yeah. What is that technically called? Man versus Self as a story?
Yes, it is.
Plot?
Yes, it is.
But that's. I mean, that. It works, and it's a very good way to present it for children. I think because this is very much a children's film.
Well, it is.
It's very much a children's film, but I mean, obviously we enjoyed it, so It works for it scratches that itch of just because something is made for kids does not mean that adults can't enjoy it.
Yes,
it scratches that whole thing because we have that over here in America. A lot of the producers, they stay away from making something G. Have you noticed that?
Which is really unfortunate.
They've stopped making G rated because they think that that's made for toddlers. And it's not made for toddlers. They think that they got to slip something that's going to get it bumped up to a PG. Right. Otherwise, parents won't take it seriously. They won't want to go watch it with their kids. Which is kind of BS because you've got stuff like this, which I would watch this with a kid.
I would
eagerly watch this with a kid. And to your comment, you mentioned this on the phone. You feel like this probably would appeal more to a little girl than it would to a little boy. And while I think I would agree with that, we're going to find out in 5 years. But I can say that my wife loved this growing up.
I believe it.
Well, she watched a lot of these growing up.
One of the beautiful parts about this movie, and the first time I was introduced to this concept actually was Frozen. Mm-hmm. Because it was actually Mrs. Wilkerson. Mm-hmm. And we're sitting around a campfire. We're on an American Heritage Girls campout, and the subject of this movie came out. And she said she was so relieved when a prince didn't save the day. Yeah. When it wasn't the typical Disney man comes in and saves the day. And my very first reaction was it was negative. It was you criticizing Ben, what? And then I just stopped and I thought about what she was saying. And the repetition in Disney movies of there's always a guy to save the day. Yeah. And there didn't need to be one. And this movie did that beautifully because it wasn't a guy saving the day. It wasn't her being saved. It was just her overcoming a challenge. Yeah. And that's wonderful.
It was,
And I absolutely...
You mind handing me that pink pig behind you? I just need something to fidget with.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I was fidgeting with a ball of string that was here earlier. Yeah. Fidget toys. And the room is filled with them.
So
They're
many.
great.
They're amazing. I just didn't want to grab anything too big.
So my whole perspective on movies in storytelling is starting to be... certainly broadened, and it's starting to be changed by these two Studio Ghibli movies. I'm really starting to appreciate what they're doing and how they're doing it. And so it makes me look forward to seeing more.
Oh, I'm so excited to see more. So, like I said, I'm mostly just amused this whole time. Mm-hmm. But the one thing that we get... So, like Totoro, okay... We're 2/3 of the way through this movie, and I'm like, there's got to be something that happens, right? Like there has to be like you made that observation, and of course in Totoro it happens. The mom is out of contact.
Right.
They need to try to they're trying to reach her, and we're 2/3 of the way through this movie, and after Totoro, when we made that observation, I'm like, okay, they're gonna do something, and then she starts to lose her powers.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, here it is. Here we go. But then I'm watching her struggle with trying to fly again. And because we just watched this movie, I'm like, oh, this is the same conflict as Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
It's the
I'm
same.
Back.
I'm back.
Boom. My back. Yeah.
Which we just covered and probably would have dropped before this video, but I was literally sitting there laughing, and I'm laughing through this whole movie because I found this movie just so amusing. Every time she took off, even at the climax of the film where she has to borrow some random dude's push broom, which was hilarious.
Flying on a push broom was a riot.
But from the beginning, she's bumping into stuff, right? In the climax of the film, when she's off to save the dude, the first thing she does after she takes off is smacks into the side of a building.
Yep.
And the sound effects for her bouncing into the buildings. I had to pause the movie and...
Were you screaming at the TV, turn the broom over! Turn the broom over!
No.
She's got the brushes up like this. I was like, turn the broom over! And then there was something about that I was almost yelling at the TV. Turn the broom over!
You think there's an argument in witch covens about which way? Imagine some of them have like the ones that are like tailed this way. Like which do you flip it to the left or to the right? It's like toilet paper, down or back. Imagine there being discourse.
Okay. Members of covens, please give us your input. Which way should the broom be turned?
That's funny.
There's one of those big 48-inch long floor mop dusting things.
Do they have different towing capacities depending on how... Introducing the all-new Ford Super Sweeper.
The Super Sweeper F450. When you've got to get from Chicago to Toledo, and you've got to get there fast.
Are mops the equivalent of their boats, is my next question. What would a mop do?
Oh, that's a great idea. A witch that's a sailor that uses a mop.
That'd be so funny.
Copyright, October 2025, Pork Chops, Rice, and Peaches. It's our idea.
This movie is just it's cute, it's funny, it's got a good story, it's got a heartfelt message.
Yep.
I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to more Ghibli. I know they get more and more they do have some. They touch on more serious topics,
right.
And some of them apparently make people bawl their eyes out. Apparently, Grave of the Fireflies is.
Yeah.
I keep getting warned. Everyone's like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But we got quite a bit to go before we get there. But
So I do have one small criticism.
Okay, small criticism.
And this really comes from the perspective of being a dad and having a family and understanding the importance of family.
Mm-hmm.
The requirement of this 13-year-old witch, which could you imagine me sending you out in the world at age 13 and saying,
it's a little weird.
Go away for a year.
It's a little weird.
Come on back, make your own way. I mean, I'm not capable. I wouldn't be capable of doing that.
Yeah.
She went out and she just found a substitute mom and dad.
Yeah, pretty much.
She did not go out and make her own way. She survived on the graces of two very kind people.
Yes.
And became a substitute mom and dad, and then basically she would, in the course of that year, become a substitute big sister. Because let's face it, Mama was big. She was going to pop anytime.
Yeah.
That woman was very pregnant.
Yes.
You know.
But at the same time, I think the whole idea is to go elsewhere and train, and I think that was almost foreshadowed at the beginning because Kiki's mom was helping the old lady by making a tonic, and there is an implied history there.
I did not pick up on that.
I noticed at the beginning because the old lady who was getting the tonic was like, this helps my whatever knees, my arthritis, whatever she was
I did
saying.
not assume it was anything other than neighbors.
Well, she just said, I remember when you first came down and you were all cocky.
That's right, she did say that.
And by the end of it, I'm like, did her mom do something similar? Is it about building a community? Because there is kind of an aspect of building a community.
Oh, sure.
Because she meets the baker and the baker's wife and the baker and then the painter and then Tombo.
Right.
Was he called Tombo in English too?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Tombo. And then the two grandmas.
Right.
Like, there's kind of that aspect of, like, building a community. And I'm sure that after the blimp... It's so funny. The blimp is on two buildings. They just left the freaking crew up there. they made sure to do a quick cut to the crew in the cabin, cheering just to let you know they're okay.
They're okay. The comparison, obviously we would, think of the Hindenburg, but they certainly did not. I didn't for a moment believe that they were going to have that thing burst into flame.
It was not going to burst into flame,
No.
but the reporter going, "Oh, the humanity!"
Yeah.
Even in Japanese, at least, "Oh, the humanity" was a line. I'm just sitting here, I'm dying laughing.
Right.
I'm like, this is supposed to be the point where you're in the movie where you're like, I would imagine as a little kid going, do it, you got this. And I'm just sitting here dying because this reporter is like the stereotypical reporter.
Yep.
From the Hindenburg. Even when they're showing it on the news. I'm like, that's so...
Wrong?
Yeah, a little.
So,
it's not that bad.
There's a whole conversation, and we won't have it here.
Not for Kiki's, but
is there a statute of limitations on laughing at tragedy?
Yes.
And how many generations removed do you have to be before it becomes fair game?
That's like asking the question. At what point does it stop being grave robbing and it turns to archaeology?
Yes, yes, exactly. That is, yeah.
But in terms of, it's harmless in this movie, obviously.
Yeah, it is. We're laughing about it. There was nothing.
It's so harmless.
So your mom said to me, I can't wait to show this movie to my grandkids. She fell in love with it. I understand it.
Yeah.
It very, again, just like Totoro, it's a movie that you can sit and let a young kid watch and just not worry about anything.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be fun. Sitting the kid in front of it. It's gonna be awesome. As we're winding this down, some of the notes that were really funny. I love that. I don't know when this is supposed to take place. Obviously, it takes place at a time where a portable radio is available.
Post 1950s.
Yeah, I figured that because.
But that was it. That's the only information that the plot summaries gave.
It's based on Sweden. Apparently, the city was based on like Stockholm and Visby.
Oh, okay.
That's what I looked up. I found it really funny. It opens on her listening to the weather forecast, and then she turns it off immediately as it goes to ad. And I'm like, even back then, no one wanted to listen to sponsors. And now a word from our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends! Yeah, her takeoff, every time. It's consistent. Every time she takes off, she bounces into something.
Yes.
She's kicking off of
Yes.
stuff. The level of detail of the animation is so awesome, even in the little things. even in the little things, it's like, a piece of clothing that's misplaced and they have to fix. You wouldn't think of that in Western animation. Like, you wouldn't think of just a subtle, like, oh, the shirt is slightly untucked, I need to tuck it in, sort of thing. I think in this case, it slipped down her shoulder and she readjusted it. Jiji almost losing balance. Did you watch through the credits, by the way?
I did not.
Okay, so the credits actually, the movie didn't end until, like, all the way through the credits. They kept playing through the credits. So, like, they start the credits with her flying next to Tombo on his flying bicycle.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, and it keeps going till the end where she sends a letter back to her parents. And then you got it.
Yeah,
that's the whole end of the
okay,
sequence.
Then I did see it. Sorry.
So in that end sequence, back to what I was talking about, the little details of the animation, she's got the new little black cat. And that's why I thought that she could still talk to Jiji, because...
That was Gigi's offspring.
Yes, with
right.
Lily.
Which was cute.
Which was really cute.
Gigi sitting with the 3 kids was a riot.
Was a riot.
Yeah.
The little cat on a string that Jiji is holding as it's like falling off the broom.
Yep.
Little details of animation like that are so cute, so funny, and awesome.
Yes.
It's like, you wouldn't even think of that in something like a lot of, like, I wouldn't expect that out of a lot of Western projects. Maybe some more modern ones that are actually going back to the roots of animation a little bit would do something like that.
Gotcha.
Into the Spider-Verse comes to mind. It's coming back up.
Well, and that's...
Unbroken eye contact!
I did not take notes on this movie. I sat back, I watched, I absorbed, I enjoyed, I went for the ride. It was a wonderful ride.
I took non-critical notes on this movie.
Gotcha.
Things that amused me. Like, bro, are they for real recreating the Hindenburg? And, pumpkin and herring pie. Yeah. Like, I almost agree with the granddaughter. Do not like her approach. Do not like how she was like, I hate grandma's pies, but I can't disagree with her for not liking that one.
Yep.
Could have been a little more tasteful.
There were a couple kids who were brats.
I think there always are.
Yep.
Kiki being one of them. At a certain point.
Every culture. Right? Every group of people.
Yeah. And then she kept the push broom. I was like, I thought you said you were going to return this.
I thought she was going to make her own new broom. Like, she owes her mom a broom.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too. No. I mean, but that's the thing about, like, a sequel that I would love to see. Is, like, imagine if they just did a follow-up. Even if it's, like, a 10-minute follow-up. And she's still riding the push broom, and she's an adult. Just imagine that.
That would be funny.
She's still delivering stuff.
Yeah.
On a push broom. That'd be so funny. Like, I want this to get us... In Totoro, I was like, this was fun. This was self-contained. Would I like to see more of the world Totoro exists in? Yes. But do I need to see more of this story? No. I don't need to see more of these characters.
Right.
This one, I'm like, I would enjoy seeing more. I would enjoy seeing another day in the life of Kiki and her friends.
I did not share that. I thought this was a nice, complete story.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything else I would want to see, but I do know that I want to see more Studio Ghibli product.
Yes.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah. So.
All right.
Alrighty.
So, what are your thoughts on Kiki's delivery service? Have you seen it? Leave your comments down below.
Down there.
And if you like what you're seeing here on Pork Chops, Rice, and Peaches, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Leave your comments. We read them. We respond to them. And we appreciate your time here.
And we might have to watch these a little bit faster, given how many there are.
Yeah, that's fine because our to-do list is
Filling up quickly.
Is filling up, yeah.
I think, according to the list that my wife put together of least soul-crushing to most soul-crushing, we've done My Neighbor Totoro. We've done. We should do Ponyo next.
Ponyo.
This one came out in 2008. Looks like there's toddlers. They look like toddlers.
Yes, they do.
But we're...
Is this like watching Caillou?
It would be better than Caillou, jeez. Caillou was a brat.
Caillou was a kid.
Caillou was a brat.
I haven't seen Caillou in forever. I don't remember. I just remember the song.
Caillou was a spoiled brat. I don't know anyone who has fond memories of Caillou, who watched it growing up, who has fond memories of Caillou. I think everyone looks back and goes, he was kind of a brat.
Wait, hang on a second. Was Caillou your childhood or your brothers and sisters?
Mine.
That was yours?
Yeah. They probably watched it too, but...
Hang on a second.
Nate, we might have enjoyed it as kids, but as adults, we're looking back like, wow, this does not hold up at all.
Hey, do you remember watching Caillou as a kid? Do you remember, did you like Caillou or not? What's your memories of?
Told you.
Thank you. We'll talk to you later. Oh, hell no.
As I guarantee, you asked that same question to anyone who watched Bear in the Big Blue House, everyone loved Bear in the Big Blue House. Even to this day. Thanks for tuning into this week's
Should
episode.
I call back?
No, don't bother him. If you hated Caillou and loved Bear in the Big Blue House, leave your thoughts in the comments down below, or like the video.
It's a vote. Let's take a poll. What did you like better? Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Pork Chops, Rice, and Peaches.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.